Hello, my amazing Aries. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I am Sachi the Scorpio, here to deliver you your twin flame soulmate reading for April 2020. Please like, subscribe, and comment. The more energy that you send to me, the more I can give back. For anybody new here, this is the general energy, and then we use the light to clarify the lighter karmic lessons and what is known to us, things that are in the light that we are aware of, and then also the darker, more difficult karmic lessons that we learn in soulmate twin flame relationships, and also what is hidden from us, things that are in the shadow that we try to bring to the light. We will also take a look at the erotic tarot of the energy that you guys feel towards each other at the end. So let's just go ahead and start. Let's see what Aries is bringing right now. What is Aries bringing? The Fool in reverse. Wow, you are not bringing a new start to this situation. You are not going on this journey with them. You are not taking a leap of faith. Woo, coming out swinging. What's going on here in the light? That came out. Whoa, crashing. Crashing is what I'm getting. The Star, Six of Pentacles, and King of Wands. Wow. I feel like, the stars aren't aligning for you guys right now. That there was some sort of alignment that didn't happen, that you're unwilling to take a risk on. And the Star in reverse is some pretty, heavy energy that, that you guys aren't manifesting together. And I hear someone saying, like, I have nothing left to give. It's like this person took so much from you. Like, this is someone who, is at a food bank where they're getting like all this free food and, getting these free meals. And then there's someone who's asking for more, and look at her face. She's like scared and kind of like guilted into doing that, and has her purse open. So I feel like you're very aware of, the energy of the financial things that they were taking. Pentacles is money, housing situation, anything tangible you can put your hands on. And I think that either it's very clear in the light that you were doing that, or that it was done to you. And with the King of Wands in reverse, it's like the fire is out. This is the highest form of divine masculine energy of the wands, which is passion, heart, intensity, also sexual energy. So that energy is in reverse in this situation. So it's like you're bringing that the stars aren't aligning. You're not really in this. You don't want to give more to it. The sexual energy's out, and you are not wanting to go on a journey with them again and start this over. What's the shadow here? What's the shadow that Aries is bringing? So, Maiden of Earth and Mother of Earth in reverse. Whew, let me drink some water with all that earth. It's like things have gone dry. Things have gone dry. I got so thirsty. I got so thirsty when I saw this. And I feel like maybe you weren't getting the emotions that you needed. You weren't getting the water that was necessary. And, here we have the Maiden of Earth with the Mother of Earth, which is the Maiden ushers in new, the Earth nurtures, and the Crone extinguishes. So if it's not something new and it's not continuing, I'm guessing it's the Crone. So I think that you have decided, you might have not decided to end something physically, because we don't have the Crone here. So it's like it hasn't ended, but you're done being the Fool. And it's like, I don't want to start something new, and I'm done, physically nurturing it. So, again, it's this Earth situation, and it is like, I'm done, starting physically with you and nurturing this physicality of this stuff that you were giving to them, to where you're to the point that you can no longer give. And that is money, housing situation, anything tangible that you can put your hands on. So this penis, by the way, just fell on top of the King of Wands over here. I'm not sure if you saw that on the screen or not. All right, let's see what they are bringing right now. Whoa. Okay, that one wanted to snip out. Page of Swords. So they have not been impeccable with their words. They have been like loosey-goosey with them. And also this is already kind of a childish air energy. As you see, it's like, you know, it's the page acting like they're the king. You know what I mean? Like the King of Swords has that big sword. And look at the face of the page. It's like, I know I got the biggest dick on the block. You know what I mean? And they wield that sword. So it's kind of already an arrogant energy. But in reverse, it's like, you know, they aren't even using it correctly. It's even more kind of like mischievous. And also with the Page of Swords, I feel like communication could have been cut off. This is stopping talking or stopping communicating about a specific topic. What's the light here? What's the light here? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. So again, we have this Pentacles energy coming up. So, you know, in terms of the money, the housing situation, anything tangible that, you know, they can put their hands on, they, like upright, this is an energy of not knowing where to go. Like, what do I do physically? Where do I, you know, which direction do I go? Now it's in reverse. So like they're bringing, not having a way to go. So I think that, you know, you might have made a decision for them. It's like they're not lost. They're not lost about this financial or housing or tangible situation. They aren't lost there. I'm going to ask more about that. Can you tell more? Four of Pentacles in reverse. It has nothing to do with work. It's about some sort of unrealistic emotional daydream with the Knave of Earth in reverse. So I feel like it's like they know where to go now. I think that before they didn't know which way to go in terms of the physical. And, you know, it's about not putting work into something or not working, not work related. But with the Knave of Chalices, it's like upright. This indicates being very emotionally narcissistic and in love with oneself. So, you know, in reverse, it's like they don't want to work at this because, like, they figured out which way to go because they don't want to physically work on this because they don't like the way they look or they don't like some sort of reflection. What's the shadow aspect here? Eight of Earth, abundance, and the Circle in reverse. So I think that there is, we have this financial thing going on. And I think because it's in the shadow, it's something that you don't know. Or maybe you do and you don't like it. But there is some sort of abundance and transformation in the earth realm. And it's, you know, I think that they've hidden something from you in that realm because the Circle in reverse in the shadow is telling me that there's some sort of group that's involved here that either rejects you or, you know, is kind of shifty, like a shifty group. They know about you, but you don't know about them. And it's about the Eight of Earth, about how to transform, you know, physical stuff, money, housing situation, anything tangible that they can get their hands on. All right, let's see what you desire right now, Aries. Happy birthday, Aries, by the way. So we have the Nine of Wands. This is protecting yourself. This is putting up your guard. And protecting your heart and protecting and being very defensive. So it's like you really want to defend yourself in some way. And kind of hide away. You know, this is kind of some scared energy. What's the light? What's the light here? Oh, that wanted to flip back over. You saw it. So 7 of Chalices in reverse. So this looks like it is a pretty deep emotional situation is what you desire. Because, you know, 7 of Chalices upright is like, la-di-da, this is very light emotionally. Let's just chit-chat about our feelings on the phone while I drink a smoothie, you know. And, you know, just like kind of talking about, like getting emotional fulfillment from chatting about all these like silly things. Like, what did you watch on TV? And, you know, this is what I learned. This is what I read. This is where I went, you know, talking about your day and getting emotional fulfillment with that. But it's in reverse. So I feel like what you desire might not to keep that surfacey emotional energy, but you might also, be feeling like, like you don't want to talk about that stuff anymore, or perhaps maybe that's how you used to communicate and you no longer desire to communicate that way. I'm gonna ask more. 10 of Wands in reverse. So there's some sort of union that you don't desire, because this is about coming home and coming back to your home. Like upright, like as you can see, the light is, you know, the key being put into the house, which it is Wands, so I do take that as heart, desire, passion, you know, sexual intensity. And because it's in reverse, you're no longer really feeling that flame. You don't want to come home to this. What's the shadow? Initiation in reverse. So I always take this again, like it's like they have this circle. They have these people that, you know, don't approve of you in some way. You know what I mean? And with initiation in reverse, it's that same energy. Like, I think you desire to maybe know who those people are. I always take these as very similar energies when they're, especially when they're both reversed, because initiation is usually by the parents or the rejection of a soulmate twin flame. So you could desire the rejection of the soulmate twin flame, and that is some pretty dark energy, and I'm sorry to hear that. But there, I think you also want to know who this is, you know, this community, this circle that they have. And there's a lot of them. This is very abundant energy. All right, let's see what they desire. That was quick. The 10 of Swords in reverse. So they don't want this conversation to be over. You know, they don't want to feel like they have all these swords in their back. They don't want to feel like, you know, that the conversation's dead. Interesting. They don't want to kill the conversation. What's the light energy of what they desire? What's the light energy of what they desire? Justice. They want to bring you justice. They desire justice in the situation. They want to make things right, or whatever would bring it justice. Well, I'm going to ask, what would bring it justice? Knight of Swords in reverse. About some sort of promise that they made that didn't go the right direction. So, you know, upright, the King of Swords. You know how they're the Page of Swords? And I was like, this is not the King of Swords. Here's the King of Swords. This is about someone who's impeccable with their word and, you know, speaks with words about where this projection is going, and is very, yeah, like articulate and impeccable. They tell the truth. They don't lie. So I feel like there was some sort of lie that was told, and some promise, you know, that was made that was broken, and they want to bring justice to that situation. What's the shadow of what they desire? Whoa. 3 of Water. So they want to, I think that this is an emotional third-party situation. They want to have an emotional connection with a third-party water. So I feel like even though they want to have justice with you, they still want this third-party situation to happen. And I think it's about this group of people that you don't know about. They want to continue that. I'm going to ask more about, what is this? The cards are telling me no. I heard them no. All right. What is the outcome for this month? I do have an extended that we can look deeper into that, but the cards for the general read, Six of Wands. So I do think that you might get clarity about this group. This is, you know, one person, as you can see, is an orator, you know, like they are speaking and other people are showing their wands, you know, that are like, hey, I'm in this, I'm invested in this, you know, with my heart, my passion, my intensity, you know, my penis, so to speak, you know what I mean? Because that's what wands are. And, you know, and their sexual energy. So I think that there is going to be, the outcome is you might have clarity about this, or that multiple, you know, there are multiple irons in the fire, so they say. So they say. And it is the outcome. So I am not sure which of you it is, or perhaps both of you will be that way. All right, what's the light energy here? Eight of Swords in reverse and King of Chalices. Interesting. So there's going to be some sort of emotionally exhaustive conversation that gets put to rest. And this is about using the highest form of divine masculine emotional energy that there is. So this is, you know, very much like being so positive, being able to like teach the children, you know, that very tender and kind divine masculine energy. So, you know, I do see divine feminine here in reverse, like, you know, the Eight of Swords is so exhaustive of like, I've, you know, been through these books so many times. I've learned so, you know, like I'm just exhausted about learning about this and hearing about this and things like that. So I feel like there's, even though it's in reverse, you know, it's a very exhaustive situation that, you know, is kind of, that's letting go so that new positive emotions can come in. And if this does represent the divine feminine, the divine masculine, it looks like the divine masculine is really, you know, having a better time than the divine feminine. I'll put it that way. What is the shadow aspect of the outcome? This is wisdom. So, you know, this is a shadow lesson that you both are learning right now. And you are going to learn something that is in the shadow. You will definitely learn something. Whether it is physical information that you're learning, perhaps who this group is, which I do think that you will get clarity about that. But you will also be getting, you know, soul wisdom. That's what soulmate twin flame relationships are all about. They teach us karmic lessons to help our soul growth, you know, the most important things of being human and expanding our human experience and the experience of love. So no matter what, even though this does not look like a very positive situation, this is bringing inner wisdom to your spirit and is helping with your overall soul growth. And honestly, how deeper does love, you know, how deeper can love get is by helping soul growth. You know, soulmate twin flame journeys are not always easy. They're not. How can you learn the extent of love and the extent of what it means to be human and alive and conscious, you know, and a loving creature, if you don't expand into the shadow as well? For the brighter the light, the bigger the shadow. You know, that's kind of how these connections are. They're beautiful and terrible. Oh, how poetic. How poetic, right? So anyway, you are definitely learning some deep soul wisdom here about the darkness. Woo! All right, so we're going to take a look at your guys' sexual energy. Like I said, if you want to purchase the extended below, it's $5.55. We'll look a little bit closer at the general energy, how you view them, how they view you. the connective, the blockage, and how best to move forward. And we'll also look at the separate erotic energies to see, you know, if you guys are having sex with someone else and things of that nature, and what is, you know, getting off erotically. And I'm also going to ask about this in the extended, who this third person is, or who this third party group is. You know, I want to know. So anyway, what is the energy of Aries? So the Six of Fire in reverse. So this is a very, this is like, you're no longer going for them. You're no longer going for them in a passionate manner. Upright, you know, the Six of Fire, you can see the Divine Feminine is just out of control and grabbing this guy's cock out in public, right? Like, this is straight up sexual fucking assault. You know what I mean? Like, this is sexual assault as fuck. So, you know, it's very unpleasant, and like, you know, they shouldn't do that. And, you know, look at his face. He's not angry. He's surprised, but he's still about to pour that wine because he's looking for that tip. You know what I'm saying? She's looking for one. He's looking for the other. Okay, sorry, Aries. I don't mean to joke around. But seriously, it's that really ravenous sexual energy that's out of control and absolutely inappropriate in reverse. So I feel like, you know, that energy, whoa, I feel like you used to go towards them and really grab them by the pussy, you know, or grab them by the cock, and you don't do that anymore. You don't feel that way towards them. This is also a Leo Jupiter, so there could be, you know, someone with heavy Leo placements and someone with a Leo Jupiter, or someone who might have a lot of Sagittarius in their chart as well. Because Jupiter rules Sagittarius. And since it's in reverse, I feel like you stopped having sex with that person, or it has decreased. But I feel like your sex drive is just down. And it looks like they've always kind of had this third party, because even the energy with you, because this is how your guys' sexual energy is together. I mean, during this month. So if they had sex with you, they've been with somebody else. It's interesting. So we have King of Fire in reverse. This is someone not using their sexual energy properly, and definitely getting with, there's a third party here. That third party down here that's emotional, it looks like it's also sexual. So yeah, this is also just as a general energy. If your person is not having sex with someone else, this does not have to apply to everybody. Do not attack your partners, you know, although it does look like a disconnect here, but, you know, use discernment on your own. But, you know, this is someone not using their wands right. And the Three of Earth could be that they have met another divine connection. I take this as a soulmate twin flame, like the gods bless this and watch this, you know, so it could be that. But in general, this is a third party viewing situation, so they might be watching other people have sex. Like some voyeurism, exhibitionism energy is pretty hardcore here. It's pretty hardcore. But their sex drive is down too, which is interesting. So it's like they might be watching movies or porn, or people have sex in front of them, you know, but it's like they're not interested. They're not interested. This is also a Leo energy in reverse. So they might have had sex with a Leo that is either stopping or decreasing. All right, let's see. What does Spirit want to say? What does Aries need to hear about love? What does Aries need to hear about love? Desire does not demand love before it traps you, but desire with love creates a powerful bond. So, you know, I think that, you know, like someone was demanding some type of love in order to trap somebody in a situation, and like desire of like making someone want you is not by demanding something to try to trap them into that. That's not how it works. You know, when you desire someone and you love someone, that creates a powerful bond. So if you know, don't feel this bond anymore, it's because you don't have either desire or love. And right now it looks definitely not desire. Okay? It definitely does not look like desire. All right, what is the universal love healing? What should Aries focus on for healing? What should Aries focus on for healing? What should Aries focus on? Transience. Everybody's getting this card. Everybody's getting this card. I think like 4 or 5 signs for April have gotten this. This is about like going beyond the experience and, you know, going on your physical form, tapping into your energy centers and, you know, really becoming aligned again. You know, we have the moon here, and I think it's a crescent moon right now, because we just had that new moon in Aries. So happy New Year, as well as, you know, as well as happy birthday to all the Aries. You know, like there is something that you need to rise above and focus on your energy centers. And I feel, you know, there's some energy of the heart chakra and the third eye chakra. What else should Aries focus on healing? What energy should... Oh, okay. Trilogy of light. So I think that there is a father, like you may have had a child with this person, but there is some father, mother, child situation that should be focused on healing, because the trilogy of light is that creation of the child. So I think that someone has something like that to tend to, or maybe it's your own parents that need tending to. But there is that, you know, and we do have the trilogy of light. And to be honest here, like the brightest ones that I'm seeing are solar plexus chakra, throat chakra, or heart chakra. Oh, I guess in the throat chakra, and the third eye. So I really do feel like there's something that you need to rise above and focus also on the light. Okay, Aries, if you would like, I hope you got what you needed. If you want to purchase the extended, the link is below. The first thing we're going to do is take a look at this person. And then we will, we will tap in again to the energy that I talked about before. And if I don't see you in the extended, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you again for May. Okay. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye-bye.